Good morning and welcome to A1's daily installment of Jeannie's Freaking Out. She can't even argue that. She's like, yeah, I'm freaking out. So,
I'll be right over there.
for those of you that were in our contacts from the Vegas area, we sent out an email just basically looking to see if Thursday afternoon or evening or Sunday works better. Right now, I think Thursday's winning out. Keep in mind that as far as our timing in the store, we are here all week this week. Next week, Jeannie and I are in the store. Tuesday, Wednesday, we leave Thursday morning. So we may make an appearance in the morning on Thursday, but it will likely be short. The following week, I think Jeannie leaves. Actually, no, I think it's like 2 weeks later. Jeannie is going to help my son move back home, and she's either going to leave on the 30th or on the 1st. So, but I should be around that whole period of time. Michelle will be out of the store from the 23rd to the 28th. So, just an update on goings on. Are you coming, Jeannie?
Yeah, then they cut their 7.5.
So, anywho, that is that.
I would just make a square. Do a rectangle and then say cut.
Yes.
Cut, and then
Okay.
give them a
So
little
just give them
picture.
It remains probably the best time to have your machine serviced that we've seen in like 2 or 3 years, in that like I'm getting machines back to people within a day or two. So unless there's a part or an issue, things are moving very quickly in service. And that is unique.
And you just filling?
Yeah, I got nothing to say. I'm trying to get Adam out of here.
Oh, man.
There are a handful of you that have been waiting for your upgraded tabletops for your
I
Avenir.
just got mine.
Those are being installed over the next couple of days. I'll be reaching out to folks.
We have so much work to do. We're not going to be on long today.
Are you freaking out?
I learned a new word last night.
No, absolutely not.
I learned a new word.
Jeannie calls me and she's like, I learned a new word. She tells me the word and she mentions she wants to talk about it on the live stream. And I'm like, that is a very bad idea.
We're not going to talk about it.
It's a bad word.
It's not a bad word.
It is a bad word.
It has 2 definitions.
Ask Lindsay what it means, and she'll tell you what it means too.
You know what? I'm so pure, I didn't even know. But you,
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm just gonna get myself in trouble. This may be part of the problem too.
Oh, but we need that. So, yeah, because some of my girlfriends actually watch the live feed. They're like, nobody's a sewist, but they'll watch the live feed and they're all like, we'll watch the beginning of it, and then when it gets into the sewing talk, we don't watch it. But they know that Patrick teaches me vocabulary. So I was like, oh, I have a new word I'm gonna teach Patrick, and then but it has 2 meanings and one of them is really naughty, so we're not even gonna talk about it. I guess the question of the day is, couldn't you guess? No, I'm just kidding with you. So, Patrick, you got to do the giveaway. So, we're going to do the giveaway today. And Oh my God, did you notice that if you guys do go to designs in machine embroidery, did you realize, like, these are two things I didn't even realize, like that dime embroidery stands for designs in machine embroidery. Like, it took me like years to realize that actually meant something. I was like, I wonder what dime, where that name came from. And then OESD. What is OESD? OESD is like Oklahoma, what is OESD? Now I'm curious. Like, I didn't realize that meant something. There's so many of those. Like, Anita Good Designs. I always thought Anita was a person. And then it's really, isn't it like I need a good design? Like, Anita Good Design or something like that. So I just think these are so funny. So OESD is it Oklahoma Embroidery Supply and Design. So, which I think is really, really funny. So I'm going to have Patrick do the hey, Graydon, will you get Patrick?
Yes.
Go get him and be like, we need to do the giveaway. And then can you grab that Hopping Down the Bunny Trail bench pillow? That's up. Nope. Yes. Thank you. We were, you know what else we were talking about? So I have a girlfriend that is moving. So last night they called me in the middle of the day. I never answer my phone in the middle of the day. And they're like, we're going to meet and have drinks. And I was like, oh, I don't think I can go. And then I thought about it. I knew one of them was moving. I was like, you know how you have to rally for stuff like that. So I rallied and I went. And then I couldn't leave because we were having too much fun. I don't even remember why I was telling you this story. Why was I telling this to you? I don't even remember, so I can't even tell you. Okay, maybe it'll come to me. Here's Miss Graydon.
He'll be back in a few minutes, and for you to stop freaking out. His words.
You know what I was going to tell you, and because I was thinking about Graydon, because Graydon walked by, and I was like, oh, she's so sassy. She's not sassy. She's wonderful. But that's Graydon. If you ever call and you speak to Graydon, and she's so wonderful, that is her. So we were talking about parenting styles and how they keep changing, because I don't know about you guys, but I grew up in the 70s, and the parenting style was no parenting. Right? The parenting style, like my parents never knew anything that was going on in my life. And that was the time where you went out and played, and like you came back when it got dark. And that was kind of we were latchkeys. I think that's where the term latchkey came from, because our parents worked and we came home and let ourselves in. And they were telling me that now the parenting style is, and then when we had kids, I think because, so much happened because we weren't parented, that we were like, oh my God, you can't even breathe without this being around. Like, we over-parented. I'm always like, no, the kids pay for it. And then I'm like, no, mommy pay for it. So the parenting style for us is, I think we over-parented. Like, we were too involved, overly involved. And now, because I have one of my friends is a nanny, and the pendulum has swung again. And she's like, she was telling me how one of the families she's with is like, yeah, we're not going to let them control our life. This is our life. They're part of it. One of them was telling me, we were talking about parenting styles last night, and how when we parented, we over-parented.
You and me?
Well, I mean...
Oh my God, compared to the people you were with last night? I would say that right too.
Can you not? Can you not, please? No filter. No filter. So, but she was telling me that, like, the parenting now is has swung again, where they're like, yeah, this is my life. They're just here for it. They're not going to control it. They were telling me how one of them was telling me how they went out with their sister, and it was like booming music, and she was like, the sister is like, "You're tired? Go lay down over. Go lay down over there. We're not going yet." And I thought that was so funny. I think I would prefer this parenting style, right?
Oh, that's awesome, Terry. I hope you enjoy the new Serger.
Oh, yay! Well, I've just set up a class. Let me do that. I'm putting it in my things to do, Terry, and we will do a get to know your Serger class. Maybe we'll do a Serger 1 class for everybody because it's time. It's time for you guys to learn how to use your machine. So Serger 1 class. Did 4 thread, 8 thread?
4 thread.
Okay. And maybe we'll do a Serger 2 class too. So we were a benevolent dictatorship in our home. Yeah.
Yeah, we were not. We suffered no fools in our house.
Yeah, but still, like, I probably overparented. No?
No.
Okay, so
especially in the last 10 years since we've owned the store.
Yeah, we're you know what though? We were really lucky because our kids were really good.
We were blessed.
We
with,
almost
like, pretty
encouraged
amazing...
them to try.
I'm like,
bad
get in
things.
trouble. Come on, that's the fun stuff.
Yeah, our kids will if there's breaking the rules. That's not in their dictionary. They are not rule breakers. Violet, maybe a tiny little bit. Kai, absolutely not. So, yep. Patrick and I were kind of rule breakers.
Rule breaker. I was just really good at not getting caught.
Oh my God! Don't listen to him.
It's true.
So let's do our giveaway. Patrick, this is a giveaway. Why are you taking it all out?
I haven't seen it before.
I'm going to give this to somebody. Do you see him over here making a big old mess? All right.
I was completely unaware you were such a control freak. Jeannie's like the world's greatest.
What?
The world's...
I'm not a control freak. I'm particular. I'm particular. I was laughing with my girlfriends because I was telling them about Patrick, how I can't stop complaining about the coffee that Patrick brings me. Baby, it was perfect today. It was perfect. It was perfect. And then how now whenever he makes it, he slides it over to me and says, "Here's your cup of narcissism," which totally cracks me up. Anyways, so for a giveaway, it's seeing as we showed these off yesterday, and I did put these up, so you should be able to find them. I think it's Family Tree or something. They were kind of lumped in with other stuff. We're gonna give this away to one person, and I'm filling the orders that have been, because I have another order for this stuff to come in. So if you win it today, you might not get it for like 2 weeks. I might not ship it out right away because I'm gonna fill the orders first, and then I will fill your giveaway order. So this is one giveaway pencil pouch, and I think this is no, this is medium. Doesn't it look so? Look how huge it looks. And then we put it here. Remember staging? Okay, that's one giveaway. You get both of these, the itty bitty, and then you get this one. And then the other giveaway is going to be for this. Remember, with the giveaways, you get the product, but you do have to pay for shipping. All right, this is the other one. Should we do this one first? What was the question? Oh, Patrick asked that question, and like I read the responses, and some people you could feel like I could feel your stress. Like, oh my God, like the uncertainty, and some people are like, whatever, it'll all straighten itself out. I would be more on the stress side because I'm seeing increases.
We've gotten notices from manufacturers going, your prices are going up in May.
Yeah. So, I know it, like big purchases, all that kind of stuff. Like one of the friends I was with last night got a new car, which I was jealous about because I really like that car. My car's Patrick always picks them. He's like, "This is the car you're gonna get."
Well, this is because I'm like, she needs a new car, and I'm like, we need to go pick a new car, and Jeannie's like, I'm too busy. I'm just too busy. I can't do it. I can't do it. And so like the first car we drive that she's like, yeah, I kind of like that. I'm like, this is it. Like, cause I'm busy too.
You know what cars I love? I love the Mini Cooper. And then
she needs like enough car to like actually,
too small.
Sage showed up and Sage bought one of the used Solarises. So it was great to see Sage, but oh my God, like I've put Solarises in Priuses. I've put Solarises in lots of cars. Like her Mini Cooper was the first car I was like,
I love her Mini Cooper.
oh, I don't know if this is going to work. Like that car was definitely not meant to carry anything other than 4 people.
Yeah. And then the other car I love, which is what Jen got, was that Bronco. Can't you see me in a Bronco?
I mean, that's so impractical for you.
Why?
You're like guzzling gas going down the road.
It's the
like,
small one, not the big one.
Well, I mean, even still.
It's the small one. He always picks my cars. And so.
Well, that's because I'm too busy. I can't do it. I'm like, Jeannie, we need to go. Like, you need a new car. Let's go pick a new car. I just can't. No.
I'm going to go next time. I have some picked out in my mind. I'm just going to pick him in my mind and then tell him where to go to get it. But right now I have my Volkswagen and it's totally fine. Okay, so.
Well, we've been kind of drive it into the ground kind of people for the most part.
Yeah, we don't get like a new car every.
So anyways, so did the recording for yesterday's Serger class go out?
Oh, sorry. I actually.
She's just been too busy. She's got too much going on.
I did that this morning, so it's ready to go, and I will email it to you right now. I had to load it. I was like, I forgot to do something. What did I forget to do? And that's what I forgot to do. So I will go ahead and I will send that out. It was a great class. Oh yeah, it was so fun. Can you show this? Can you give it to me? Look how cute it came out. And I know yours looks cute, but with the piping, the custom piping.
And it's so secure.
We did the giant zipper. See the zipper? I did mine with the, this is the Flora. I didn't iron it. This is the vintage Flora backing, because doesn't it go so perfectly? Like the colors? Yeah. I think it's so cute. But this was the class we did yesterday, and it was so much fun. And we did the piping and the zipper with the serger, and then we put the whole thing together with the serger, and it just makes it look so good. It's like professional.
Did that make you go, I need to get on my serger more?
Yeah. We have a couple. Lindsay's going to be doing a serger class in May with a little pajama set for it could be a toddler up to like an older child or somebody that is child size like myself. And then I'm just trying to find the date, but the pants class, the Picasso pants class is going to go up too. I want to let everyone get their sergers, do their beginning serger class, and then we will do the pants. I don't want to do it before, because I'm only doing it once, and I don't want to do it before everyone gets their stuff. So it looks so good with the piping. It looks so good. So Patrick, do you want to do the giveaway? So anyways, Patrick asked, with the tariffs coming up, are you looking at buying now or later?
Yeah, so I think the number one response though was like, I'm waiting. Like, and I'm cutting back was the number one response.
Yes, I think so too. A lot of people are like not worried about it. Some people are super stressed about it, and then some people will buy now. I say if you need a bolt of Shapeflex, get it now. And you know, I was looking back at the responses to what people said about what they buy at Joann's, and a lot of you buy batting, a lot of you buy your Shapeflex popped up over and over again. And I can't do 40% off. Like, we don't have that kind of margin.
But
I was talking.
But this is pertinent.
Can I finish?
Yes.
So we do 30% off, and you have to pay for the shipping. But I mean, that's like, you know, we don't make much off of that, but it gives you the ability to buy a bolt and I just ordered I was like, I barely had any left. I was like, I got to order my bolt right now because I'm, I don't know we don't know what it's going to look like.
Well, and what I was going to say is talking to Chris about the meetings at Brother, I think something that came up at Brother was the closing of Joann's. And one of the things that they talked about was one of the challenges with Joann's was like almost like false discounts. So like, I'm not a guy that shopped at Joann's and I can't say that, but they were like, Joann's is one of those companies that like marks something up 200%. So a lot of times their 40% off price is kind of like what you would buy at like a quilt store anyways. And I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm going to attest to, I would go there and buy the storage containers. And at one point, I went there, and then I went to Target, and I was like, it's cheaper over here.
Yeah.
At their regular price. So I think that did happen with some of this stuff, but not all this stuff.
Yeah,
not all this stuff.
So they were
Just
talking
some of
about
it.
how, there's been this model in certain areas of the crafting world because there wasn't a lot of competition at the big box stores that they just jack their prices up super high, and then they run these discounts where really you're spending MSRP but you think you're saving 30 or 40%. So it'd be interesting to see how some of those prices compared, because like you said, like Shape Flex,
I think they had good price on Shape
I
Flex.
don't know.
Yeah.
And they're probably buying at such a huge bulk that's kind of it. How much is a bolt of Shape Flex?
Right now, how much is it? I think the white, because we do sell black and white, the white is $5.99 a yard. It's 25 yards, and then we do 30% off, and then there'll be some shipping to you.
Do you ship on the bolt, or do you
Oh yeah,
pull
we
the
ship it on the bolt.
cardboard and
We ship
fold?
it on the bolt. Yeah. I mean, I have shipped it to Australia and pulled it off the bolt just so it's like more cost effective. But yeah, what I noticed a lot of people getting was like kind of crafty things like buttons and ribbon and stuff like that. Apparel fabric. A lot of you buy batting and you buy Shape Flex. I mean, those two things were the things that really stood out for me that you get there. For my local ladies, we do a sale. We do the Hobbs 80/20, and we'll do that 30% off when we have free freight. I don't know what's going to happen.
Doesn't Brewer drop ship? I bet they drop ship, and I bet you could.
Let me send a note.
I bet they drop ship, and I bet you probably pay like 10% to drop ship, but like that would be something to take a look at. So if anybody is interested, like it is National Serger Month. We just haven't had time.
We haven't.
Like the biggest thing is, there are some really good deals out there. Sharon, if you're interested in a deal, call me. Like, we can kind of run through pricing and what we can do. And I do have, like, we sold a used Ovation really quickly. I do have a used Celebrate, like Baby Lock's entry-level air threading serger. And then I've got great deals on the Brother Airflow serger. So I've got, some more like $1,000 or under deals on really nice air threading sergers. And then Margaret wants to know.
Oh, anything that you want, let me know. If you get a bolt, I get free freight, then I usually just do it 30% off. So you can call me for a quote. But I've had people come into the store who are like, I usually buy this from Joann's. Can I get it here? And I will order you anything. So E.E. Shank, which I didn't realize, who is a distributor that we buy from, they were the Joann's. And Joann's, I'm sure, bought from other people. But I think like the majority of the fabric came from E.E. Shake. So they're also one of our distributors. And I also get Moda, and Moda ships to me for free when I buy
A certain level.
a certain
Yeah.
amount. So anything that you want, I had a quilt, somebody from a quilt guild go, we use this all the time in our projects, and I just ordered it for her. So, you know,
We're always
can-
willing to make a deal
Yeah.
too. So like that's just one of those things that oftentimes it's worth checking with us.
yeah, we appreciate you guys giving us an opportunity to meet or beat a price too.
Hey, just as an update, like you should run that update because I think that's what was really causing Lindsay's problems. And so the
I didn't know that was.
the let's just talk a little bit about next week. So we're out from Thursday through
Celebrating our love.
25 years of wedded bliss.
Yes.
Of Jeannie complaining about my coffee. What else? Are we live streaming Thursday morning?
I'm also going to be gone the week after, middle of
No.
the week.
It's 2 weeks after.
Oh, really? I'm
Yeah.
also going to be gone at the end of the month because I'm going to be picking Kai up from college. I'm bringing Violet's car there and grabbing Kai and bringing him home. I'm going to have to reschedule. I think I'm rescheduling Digital Dealer May, which is on that Friday because I won't be here the first Friday in May. And it'll be scheduled for the following Monday. So I'll go ahead and I'll update all of that. I also went ahead and I started putting on the calendar. Graydon's going to be working on that today. Right, Graydon?
What am I doing?
You're going to put up we have a whole bunch of sew-alongs that are going to be put up. So Graydon's going to be putting on that up on the calendar, including the Star Spangled Beauty. And then Life is Short. Karen Bowl is doing her 4th Lori Holt hometown. And then she's going to be doing the freestanding lace earrings. And then, so we have a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be going up on the calendar. So, yeah, anything else you can think of?
Well, so next week though, like, will we live stream Thursday morning? Are we gonna come into the store after we drop the dogs off?
What
Like
time do we fly out?
We've got to be at the airport at like 11:30.
Oh, yeah, let's come here. Let's work.
And
We
so,
gotta work until the last
so we
minute.
will live stream on Thursday, but
you
I'm
turn
not
the
gonna
heat
live
on?
stream on Friday.
Is the heat on?
And
Turn it down. Turn it up.
so we'll live stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, but then no live stream through the end of the week. And we will be unavailable till Monday.
Yeah. Patrick told me that I have to relax the whole week.
Well, it's like half a week, which for
Yes.
Jeannie is like a milestone because
I have so much to do.
she doesn't. I just don't have time. I just can't do it.
Okay, let's do our giveaway.
All right. So, so how is this working? Who's getting what? Are we
Let's
going
do,
from smallest to biggest,
I think
or
they're both
biggest
equal.
to smallest?
I think it's an equal giveaway.
So we're doing
Let's
2
do the
or
big
3.
one. We're doing 2. Somebody gets the big bag and somebody gets the medium and small.
Okay, so we're doing the big bag.
Yes.
Our anniversary is on the 16th, Cindy. The day before we leave. I just couldn't get
When
her
we
to go on
promise
that day.
ourselves to each other till eternity. Where Patrick and I are going to go out like in the Notebook.
Who knows? That sounded like it was gonna be so short, but it's
It is
so short.
It is so short.
Kim Johnson.
Miss Kim Johnson, you just won the big bag.
I'm pretty set on large purchases. I'm glad I went ahead on my Avenir. I will be checking to see if there's anything else I need.
Okay, you just won the giant Tula bag where you can fit a small body. And then the medium.
The medium and small.
Yep.
Lynn Franklin.
Miss Lynn, congratulations. I have other stuff, I think, for you. Let's do an update on orders. So Miss Lynn Johnson just won the medium and the small bag. You're going to feel so gorgeous putting all your projects in there. You're going to be like, oh my God, look how beautiful I am with my beautiful tulip pink bag. So you're going to win. You won the medium and the small one, and they're so cute. And congratulations to our winners. Update on orders. So today I should get the Life is Short designs in. So we should be able to get most of those out. We are finishing, we got the thermal on. We were waiting for that to finish up a bunch of the kits too. So that's gonna get bagged up to you. We are doing, what I realized, and I was resistant to do this because I have to go change a whole bunch of things online, but Graydon's here today, so she's gonna do it. Your kit is only gonna come with enough thermalon for those two. We were just kitting half a yard. They're going to be kitted with a quarter yard. You're going to get a discount on those kits. That you'll see a discount for those kits if you get your kit with just the half a yard. It's really important how you cut it, and we're going to put a little diagram in there. Don't get trigger happy and just start cutting away. You're going to get 9 inches. You're going to get 9 inches, like a tall and skinny, like this, and then you have to cut it tall and skinny down like that, and then you're going to do your cuts this way, and you'll have enough for 6. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Yeah, sure. We'll put a little diagram in there. Thank you. And you get 9. You only need 4 1/4. 2 strips that are 4 1/8, 4 1/8, but we're giving you 9. So in case you're like, oh, with your rotary cutter, you'll be fine. So this is your strip. You're going to cut it 4 1/8, 7, oh, it's 7 1/2. 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, and then you'll get 6. You need each strip to give you 6. If you cut this way, you're not going to have enough. You've been told. We'll put a diagram in there. That way you don't have all these random pieces of thermalon just hanging out, but you'll have enough for the two projects that you're doing. Okay? Alrighty. So, okay, yes. So today we should be shipping out Life is Short kits and designs. Welcome garden flag kits. Those are going to be here. I'm still waiting for some more of the background fabric, and that is, if you're wondering what that is. I'm singing. Okay, you didn't know this was a variety show. Okay, this is the kit. And this beautiful kit makes this. So this is the garden flag. And this is, I'm recording everything. So I did the recording of the scan and cut and prepping the fabric. And we had cut it with a yard, but we weren't sure that was going to be enough. So we're waiting for the fabric for the extra half a yard to make sure, because everyone was like more than less. I think I'm going to be able to stretch it and do it out of that yard. So I'm going to, tonight I'm going to start stitching and we'll see. I think I'm going to whip this up like.
I'm riding mountain bikes after my.
On my 10 needle, like that. I'm just going to be like, and then done.
Well, Scott needs like one more short period of time in that room tonight.
I'm still, who cares? I don't need to be there. It's my 10 needle.
Right,
Scott
but
can
you
be
don't
there.
know, but you shouldn't have that thing going crazy while he's working.
Oh my God, this is so cute. So, anyhow,
Jeanne's like, I can't hear you. I don't have time. I can't hear you.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what he's saying. I just want to hear what I want to hear. Do you ever feel that way? Yeah, Patrick has his selective hearing, because I'll be like, Patrick!
Do you know what?
He sits
My
over
day
there.
starts
Right, ladies?
with that. It goes all day with that. It ends with that. You know how many times during a day I'm like, Jeannie,
Anyways,
Lori's over there. Never.
That's not true. I just answer him when he calls for me. I answer him. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's right.
That is the difference. So, anyways, I scream for him, and then I want to gossip about him with one of the girls, and I'll be like, oh my God, Patrick. And then he hears me. He hears me whisper his name from across the room. Right? Lori's laughing because she knows it's
You
true.
whispering my name is far more exciting than Patrick! Oh my God! Anybody who was on the live stream yesterday?
I was freaking out. I said the S word, and I didn't know I was on. I was freaking out. Because Patrick yelled at me, and he said, you should do this more than 5 minutes before. And I had done it 25 minutes before. So yesterday I did an hour before, and I'm like, oh, it's all set. Everything's perfect. And then it was perfect, but I was just on the wrong screen. But then I thought it wasn't perfect, and I was freaking out. And then I was going to switch, and then my embroidery, like my filming arm kept dropping, and I was freaking out. I admit it. What do you want me to say?
Sorry.
I'm sorry to you, and I'm sorry to you. I wasn't freaking out on you.
I literally walked in, and I normally don't do this, but I'm like, you need to take a deep breath. Like, you need to calm down. Like, I just got here.
I just hate technology. I don't know if that any of you can relate, but like
Jeannie
technology.
Jeannie exists at the verge of panic pretty much all the time.
I tried not to. That's why I prepared, and when I spent all that time preparing and then it didn't work, then I just instantly went into high frequency panic.
Patrick!
Someday I'll be like, Patrick. That's it.
I put a
'Cause I don't-
silent hub on my bike, so when my bike is moving, it makes no sound. And Kai's like, why did you do that? I'm like, I just need some silence. I just need, like, I want to hear the birds in the trees. I want to just be alone with my thoughts.
You don't like the sound of my voice?
I love the sound of your voice. There's certain pitches.
Oh my God. I was freaking out. I'm sorry. So anyways, I was just going on here because the rest of the fabric isn't going to be here until Friday, maybe the beginning of next week. However, Star Spangled Banner, our Star Spangled Beauty is going to be here Friday or Tuesday. A lot of you have that. You've ordered that. So I'm going to ship it all together. We also are getting in some of the pretty petals from Wallflower. So I'm going to piggyback that into these packages. Some of you don't have anything coming, so I'm just going to be sending that out. So Wallflower fabric, I don't have all of it. If you've ordered it later, you don't need it until December. But I'm going to start sending out the people who ordered
What she's
first.
got. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're sending me another order in May. But I'm just going to fill it, like I said, in order. And if you just bought it, like, recently and you're waiting for that, you might not get it in April. You might get it in May. So we have a lot of moving parts. Lindsay's training. So Lindsay's doing shipping with me. And so there's, like, and Patrick keeps going, we can't keep doing it this way. And I'm like, yes, we can.
We can't keep doing
Yes, we
it
can.
this way. Like,
Yes, we can.
We have to scale to where when you order, we ship. Like, that is the only way she doesn't lose her mind and die 10 years earlier.
All men have selective hearing.
So, because it's all in her brain. I, like, walked in yesterday. Why aren't we shipping what we have? And she's like, no, it's all in here. I don't have time right now. Like, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
especially for her.
But we can, like, all of these we're gonna just put them all together, and then we can refund you. Because I always go, you know what I do? And when I train too, I go, this could be your sister, your grandmother, your mother. That's how you treat each order. And so, and you know what I love? Lindsay's just like that too. She's got such a big heart, and she's so filled with love too, that we're trying to send to you. We're just filling your packages with love.
Yeah, but
we're
it doesn't scale.
There.
So, anyways, the You know, Lynn said something about another brother sale, and the reality is, like, you know, for the last so brother functions on a fiscal year.
Can
and
I go?
So,
I'm
no,
done.
just 2 seconds. So I don't have time. I don't have time.
Lindsay's reading for me.
I get it. Here's Lindsay's computer.
He
and
thinks,
so-
he thinks the back, there's too many
There
things
was,
on
like-
your desktop. So
Well,
look at your
we're going to
desktop.
reduce that, but it also had like 8 million updates that needed to be
He
run.
did all the updates.
And so, in my conversation with my rep from Brother, there's an all hands meeting at Brother in like a couple of weeks. Their fiscal year just started. And so the last like 4 or 5 years, the first thing that happened at the start of their fiscal year was we had a deal. Every year that's happened, we've passed that deal on to you guys. That does not appear to be happening this year.
At all?
Like I told you this the other night.
But
You
at
said
all?
Ever?
Ever?
Well, no, I'm not saying it's not happening ever. But I think, quite frankly, we're more likely to see price increases in the next 3 to 6 weeks. Like what has been confirmed is everything in country, everything on the water is at this price. But that price is finite. So I did hear yesterday that SVP, so Singer, Viking, and Pfaff, announced immediately the price increases. But almost everything from SVP comes from mainland China, which faces kind of the greatest or the largest tariffs.
Vietnam.
But they're also in negotiations right now, and like some things are changing there. But and then you have country of origin, like if they ship it from Vietnam to Japan and it ships from Japan, is it Japanese or is it Vietnamese? The point is, quite frankly, if there's something that you want from Brother, I would get it now.
Even with when we sell it to you we never do MSRP.
Like it's always a deal.
We always
and it's always
give you a
better
deal.
than what you're going to see anywhere else.
Yeah.
But the point I'm
But
making
it might
is,
not be that deep discount deal
no, I
that
don't
we did
think
during
it.
the
I
brother
don't think
sale.
it will be, because it is the news that I got was that the like price increases are incoming. Like there is very little question about that. So, you know, the idea that we get out of this without price increases is, I would say, close to zero. So, you know, Lynn, if there's stuff that you want and you have a wish list, part of me goes, buying it now is going to be like getting it on sale in a month or two. Because unless things drastically change, and that's just not something that I see, then, you know, it's far better to get it now. So there's a scan and cut here, Joanne. And once again, everything in country, and you know, the bigger question is what's happening with the warehouse. I think the warehouse is pretty stocked. Like, we're trying to figure out, what do we do? Do we buy and keep things? Like, do we store them here? What do we do? Especially with the fact that, like I said, the number one response from most of our people when we asked that question was, how's it going, man? Well, thank you. I think there may be one package on the floor there for you. Yep. Thank you very much, man. So regardless, it's probably a better idea to shop now. Like, if it's within your budget and it's within the things that you want to do, I think it is very much likely that we see some price increases, whether it be a month from now or 2 months from now.
Anna, that fabric is the bumblebee fabric. So if you don't have it, let me know for sure. But it's the white with the bumblebees. Debbie, what skin and cut blade did I use? I have been using my regular auto blade, fabric stabilized with heat and bond light, face down on my low tack mat with the fabric side up And then I have also been doing fabric, shape flex, heat and bond light, also with the auto blade is all that I've been doing, and it's come out perfect every single time. And that's what I'm gonna continue to do. So Joanne wants a scan and cut. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Okay.
I mean, we have it. We don't have.
We don't have some of the blades
some of the
and
fabric
stuff.
cutting
We're doing
stuff, but
another.
that's fine.
If there's anything you want from Brother, let me know today because I am doing an order today.
Well, and I told Chris asked that we forward that to him on Friday. I
Oh,
sent him a note.
okay,
and he
you have
was
till-
So you have until Friday if there's specific Brother stuff. I'm gonna be ordering machines too.
And this is not going to be that, like I said, that low because we get 120% off. I don't even know if we'll get it this
We
year.
don't even need to talk about that.
Why?
Like, well,
But I used it. We used it for the last sale.
When we get a wholesale discount, that immediately is factored into our pricing for you.
Yes.
And so
we don't have that now because we
like,
used it.
Well, we just started a new year, so we have one, but I'm not using it until later.
Yeah.
Like
We don't
I
wanna-
would wait until the prices increase because that it'll be a bigger
It'll make a
20% of a
difference.
higher price is a bigger discount.
Yes. Yeah. So anyhow, Susan, email. I might have one. Susan, and if I have one, I'll do it. If I have stuff in stock from the last sale, I will do it at that discounted price if I have it in stock. Like I don't have any 7x12s. I think I have maybe one 5x7 magnetic. I have a couple of things because we did buy a little bit of extra. So
a lot of that extra's gone out the door, though.
yeah, email me. Don't leave it in the feed because I'm not going to see it because I don't go back to this because I have to look through everything. Email me if there's something that you want. Okay.
Onward, upward.
Onward and upward. If you are waiting for Star Spangled Beauty, that will start shipping probably this weekend and the beginning of next week. It's going to take us a while because we probably are going to have close to 100 of those orders. And then we're adding all your other stuff. So sometimes we'll sit down and it'll take us half an hour to do one order when you have all those multiple orders. But just expect maybe not a ton of stuff that's going out this week. End of the week and next week is when we're going to get out most of that stuff. Okay?